Successful nuclear fusion has long been a dream for scientists worldwide. Unlike nuclear fission used in today's power stations, fusion offers the possibility of clean nuclear energy. A global partnership of 35 nations has spent the past 12 years working on the first prototype fusion reactor in southeast France. But as Natasha Butler reports from JD'ASYFK, it will cost at least $24 billion and isn't scheduled to open until 2035.
Set in pine forests in the south of France is the world's biggest nuclear experiment. Hundreds of experts are working on a unique reactor project called ITER that could help solve the world's energy problems by capturing the power of nuclear fusion. It's run by the EU and 6 countries, including the US, Russia and China.
ITER is about anticipating our future energy needs and finding a source that can last for centuries. It will consume hydrogen, deuterium and tritium, for which we have resources for hundreds of thousands of years. Above all, it'll be safer and create no long-lasting radioactive waste.
When the reactor is finished, it will contain 1 million purpose-built components from around the world. They must be precisely fitted. There's no room for mistakes.
Nuclear energy is currently created by splitting atoms, but fusion forces them together. It's the same process that powers the sun, and this reactor aims to replicate it.
Inside the reactor, a plasma of heated gas would reach temperatures of more than 150 million degrees centigrade, fusing the atoms to create energy. A magnetic field would protect the machine from intense heat.
I've worked on other big projects, but this one is more complicated. And it's all about one thing, and that is hitting deadlines.
Sticking to a tight schedule is one of ITER's main challenges. When it launched in 2006, everyone thought the reactor would be finished in 10 years. But with 35 countries investing and building components, logistics, politics and the sheer complexity of the project has caused delays and rising costs. Despite that, ITER's Director General says the project is on track.
By the second half of this century, this technology will be available. The fossil fuel will not be so easy to use anymore, and so we will have a competitive fusion technology which will be available for the whole world.
Critics say there's a risk that ITER won't work or will never lead to fusion energy being commercially viable. It could be an enormous waste of time and money. But if it does work, it could help save the planet from climate change and prove the power of the human imagination. For those here, it's a gamble worth taking. Natasha Butler, Al Jazeera, JD'ASYFK, France.